What's up, guys? I just finished this look and I don't even have a name for it. I just know it's all purple. All purple everything, okay? And I absolutely love it. I found somebody on YouTube and I only saw the thumbnail, by the way, and it was like bomb. And I'm like, I love this purple that you're doing. And I'm like, I wonder if I can recreate it. Well, I did, and I love it. I love highlights, so your girl is bling blinging, okay? Anyway, I will go ahead and get to the tutorial. I'll put all of the products in the description box. I had some bloopers and they're funny and you ain't gonna see them. Okay? So the first thing I'm doing is my brows. I use a completely different mirror when doing so because I like to get as close as possible. And because if I don't, I'll be running around here looking like Drake's little sister. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish these up and I will be back. Okay, so brows are done and I'm going to go in with a brow gel. And this one has little fibers in it. It is awesome. And I am putting it on my brows in just a moment. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here, and what it does is it deepens the color of the brow and it also sets it. Another thing I like about it is if your brows are kind of thin like mine are, it gives them a more thick illusion. Now if you have full eyebrows, you definitely can skip this step because then, like I said, no one wants to be Drake's little sister. But for me, this works perfect, and I will put the color in the description box. I completely forgot it, so sorry. So moving on to the eyes, I am using Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This definitely comes in handy when doing a vibrant color eyeshadow or even a shimmer eyeshadow, only because it helps the color to stick and not move around during the day. So I definitely would suggest everyone to use an eye primer, if not a concealer, when doing eyeshadow. So moving on to the eyeshadow, I am applying a nice brown color to my crease as a transition color. The palette that I am using today actually comes from BH Cosmetics, and it's the 120 color palette, the vibrant colors, not the nude one. They have two and I have both, but I used the vibrant color one today for this. And this color is so pretty. You can use any palette that you want to apply that, and it works just the same. Next, I'm going to deepen my crease with a dark brown in that same palette, and what that does is just adds a little bit of depth to the eye. And I do this for almost all of my eyeshadows. I don't know why. I guess I like that deep look. To me, it's almost like it's mysterious or something. Alright, for the next thing I did, I actually used 3 different shades of purple for my eyelids. This first one is the middle purple. That's the one that I am using all over my lids, and I'm going to bring it up just a little bit into the crease as well. And I'm just going to put that on all over. I did about, I don't know, 3 or 4 coats, only because I didn't want it to be too bright, so I took a very light hand in doing this because the colors in this palette are so pigmented. If I had used a heavy hand like I wanted to, y'all, I'll be looking like Barney all over the face, okay? And that's not what I wanted to do. So again, this is that middle purple color that I used to put it in. So if you have a palette that has different types of purples, you don't want to use one that's too light and you don't want to use one that's too dark. You want to use one that's like right in the middle just to give you that base of color. Next, I am applying a deeper purple on top of this purple. And what this is going to do is going to give me a different color for my lid by mixing those. So I'm putting it all over the lid and then I'm going to drag it into my crease. This is going to give me a nice gradient effect when I start adding the deep purple shade. This next step is completely optional. I'm showing you just in case somebody wants to know what it looks like, but I just took a really light purple and put it on the inner crease of my eye. It didn't make, and it definitely won't break the look if you skip it. So here it is. So I'm taking a deep purple, and this shade is actually going to go on the outer corners of my eye, into my crease, and above my crease. This is going to provide that nice, almost smoky look. It's not really smoky, but it is almost smoky. And I just absolutely love it. Again, it's going on the outer corner, above, and into my crease. This next step is really important because you don't want any harsh lines and you don't want to look like you got punched in the face. So what you're going to do is just take your transition brush. Don't apply any more product. Just take the brush and make light circles all around the spots you put the deep purple. And it's going to smooth out those lines. Next, I am taking a very cream, it's almost like a cream peach kind of color, and I'm just applying that to my brow bone. That's going to give it a nice effect from that deep purple, and I really liked it. It's not very obvious, it is very subtle because I'm going to put highlight up there later, but I just really like the way it looks. So now we're moving on to liner. I am taking a wing liner today. My liners can either be a wing or a flap. Today it's kind of like a wrap, so I'll deal. It doesn't look bad. But I am very careful when doing this step because I will mess up, which I already did mess up today. And I had to go in and thicken it and make it different. But right here, I should have just left it alone. But no, I wanted to be all difficult. Should have left it alone right here, but I didn't. Alright, so I'm just going to tight line my bottom waterline. And yes, I am grabbing my lid. Because if I do not, it will be too smoky. And that's not what I am looking for right now, because I'm going to add that purple. So I'm definitely just tight lining. So now I am putting on mascara. I'm going to do this for my top lash and bottom lash. So on my top lashes, I am wearing Smashbox. I forgot the actual name of which mascara it is, but it will be down in the description box. Also, I'm gonna put mascara on my bottom lash, but it's not gonna be this one. This wand is a little big. It works perfect for my top, but not for my bottom. So what I'm using is my Mary Kay mascara for the bottom because it grips the little lash hairs so great. And it also separates them so great. And this takes a very long time for me. So I will complete this and I will see you guys in a second. On to the face. Yes. So I am priming and I'm using a Maybelline primer. And this is their Master Prime by Face Studio. When I say this is life, y'all, this is life. It's so bomb, makes my face feel so good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. And the foundation that I'm using today is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. I just got it, and naturally I'm in the shade Chestnut. So once this bad boy is blended out, oh my gosh, it's so wonderful. It's so light and it's airy. You can barely feel it, okay? Now, one thing I did notice is when I use a beauty blender, it blends out with perfection. When I use a brush, I end up picking up way too much product and it looks pasty on me. So it could just be because my beauty blender is soaking up the product that it ends up blending out really nice. But I also tried it with another one of my makeup brushes with less product and it did great. I just prefer it with the beauty blender. But once this is all put in, it's key, okay? Now I am going to set my foundation, and I do use a face powder, and I just take my brush and I pat it into my face. I learned that if I actually swipe as if I am like doing a blush or something, that my product gets removed. So I just tap it in and it looks great. It's set and it ain't going nowhere. So next, I am going to conceal, baby, conceal. And I'm using an e.l.f. concealer stick. This is pretty much a hit or miss for me. Today it was a hit. I can tell you, like last week, it was a miss. It just depends. Today, I applied a lot of it though. So I'm thinking that maybe I just need to apply a lot of it. Seeing that it is lightweight, that would make a lot of sense on why it was probably a miss last week. So I'll take that back. Maybe if I just apply a lot of the product, it'll work. So I apply that under my eye and down the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to take it up to my forehead because my forehead is a 5 head. And then my cupid's bow and on my chin. Now, honey, we're going to blend to the gods because ain't nobody got time for that. All right? Ain't nobody got time to be looking like a weirdo. So we're going to blend, 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 blend. Yeah, this is going to take a whip. So, I'll be right back. Now, honey, it is time to set because nobody wants to crease. Normally, I use Sacha Buttercup, but like now, I can't use it in the summer. Like it makes me so pasty. Like I don't know why, but I'm using Bare Minerals Mineral Veil because it's translucent and I can be as generous as I want. So we're just going to set, honey. Yes, we're gonna set. Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off. Set it off so you won't be creasing. Y'all like my baking song. Alright, so while we're baking, I am going to contour. Yes, snatch this face so it will not be so fat. So what I do with my contour is I kind of pull in my jawline, and I put the contour right in like that sucked in part and a little bit on top, so it'll give it a really like not sunken in, because I don't want to look like a crackhead, but it pulls it in real nice when I do my face like that. So I'm just contouring, and then I'm also going to apply the contour to my nose and around my forehead to warm me up just a bit, and also snatch this face like yes. After contouring, I'm going to go ahead and wipe off, well, not wipe off, but brush off that excess, because I don't need it. I don't need it. You don't need it. We don't need it. Yes. So we're just gonna wipe that off there, get that all set up real nice and such. Now I am going to take my powder brush that I use to set my foundation, and I'm going to go around the areas with the concealer, and then I'm going to go on it to kind of soften that up so I won't be looking all flashbacky, and y'all know what I mean. Like that, see? So next I am going to go back in and apply that purple to my bottom lash, because I had done it already, but I wiped it off with the concealer and all that stuff. So I'm taking that middle purple color and I'm putting that on first. Then I'm taking the deeper purple color, putting that on second. I'm gonna go back to that middle purple color and end it there. So next we're moving on to blush, and when I say BH Cosmetics blush palette came through with this orange, they came through. Orange looks so great on brown and chocolate girls. It probably looks great on all skin tones, but brown and chocolate girls for sure. It just leaves a nice sheer flush of color so you don't look pasty or dead. And now here comes the fun part. Highlight. I love highlight to death. Do us part. Okay, so anyway, I am applying this highlight, and yes, I kept the whole segment of highlighting on here, because throughout this whole segment, like if you read my lips, I'm like, yes, come through, yes, yes, look at that. Like I pretty much said that the whole time I'm applying this highlighter. I do it every single time, no matter how many times I do highlight. I do it every single time. Like I'm just surprised. I have to go back in with my fan brush because I get a little excited and I need to like smooth that on out. But I also apply it to my brow bone and just look at this glow. It's so great. It's so great. Look. Yes. Beautiful. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm probably just rambling on about highlighter like I'm doing right now. It's so sad. And I'm going to do it on the opposite side of my face as well. And this part will not be skipped or sped up or anything. Only because I'm pretty sure there are girls out there who share their love of highlighter with me. They can definitely relate. So I'll leave you with this highlight. Almost can't forget. You know you gotta get that nose, gotta make that cute little button nose. You do, yes you do. So you put some on the button of your nose, that's what I call it. and then down the bridge of your nose. And then I get carried away and I keep going. I looked to the side like, oh my God, I'm not stopping. Yet, I still apply. Now I'm putting some on my Cupid's bow. Will I stop? No one knows. Because I love highlights. I'm laughing at my facial expression that I just made, like, yes. I'm just saying yes this whole time. That's so funny. Alright, so on to the last step, which is the lips. And I am using ColourPop in the shade Zipper. And it's a purple matte lipstick. And I love it. I just wanted this look to be all purple everything. You know what? I came up with a name. All purple everything. It's got to be thang because I'm from the South, honey. But yes, and when ColourPop says it's matte, it is matte. I love ColourPop. I do. Set this look. So I'm spraying my spray, setting my spray. Well, I'm not setting my spray. Y'all know what I mean. And let that dry. This is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed it. You definitely can put your own thing to it. Look at this highlight. Oh, look at it. But yes, thank you all for watching. Mwah.